So I'm getting rid of Windows Home Server and replacing it with Windows Home Server Essentials 2012. That was a mouthful, but hey, let's get started. This motherboard came out of the Asus Essential PC, which I've shown in a handful of videos already on my channel. Most recently, the video having to do with my firewall upgrade. This is an Asus motherboard, model P5QL-M. It's got your standard complement of I/O, 6 gigs of DDR3 memory. This is an Intel CPU. I just can't remember off the top of my head what it is exactly. I'll update the video and over here will show you what that is. I'm upgrading, or actually getting rid of Windows Home Server version 1, and I'm going to be going to Windows Server 2012 Essentials. I've done enough research and figured that for me personally is the right way to go. And I just wanted to show you the build of the new server using my existing hardware and some extra stuff. I did pick up one piece of new hardware for my server build. This is an Intel SSD 520 series, 120 gig. This is going to be the system drive for the new server. So let me unbox this so I can show you what's inside. Here's what the box looks like. There's the front and the back. So you see you get the drive, installation kit, which is helpful, cables of course, which is really nice. The other thing that I like is this is a 5-year warranty, which is pretty cool. Off camera I cut open the sticker. It's always safer to do it that way. And let's see here. So you get Speed Demon sticker, Intel SSD or solid state drive. I get some more documentation, installation guide and warranty, little tiny CD, and then here's the actual drive. And let me tear this open. And then here's the drive itself. Don't eat that. Pretty cool. There's kind of like this little plastic frame here, which I guess is there to actually give this some thickness, because this is, the metal part here is actually very thin. If I can get that to focus there. And what else do you get? So on the bottom here are all of the extra cables and such. So you get a SATA cable, screws. Oh, this is nice. You get a Molex to SATA power converter, which is neat. Some more mounting hardware, and that's actually for this solid piece of metal here. Wow. So you would mount your drive in here somehow. Oh, probably like that. And then screw in from the bottom, and then you have screws here on the side so that you can mount it in a standard 3.5-inch slot. Part of the reason why I never upgraded to Windows Home Server 2011 from version 1 is the hard drives that I had in my system. I have 4 different drives, each of a different size. So I have a 320 gig Seagate, a 500 gig Seagate, 750 gig Western Digital Black, and a 1 terabyte Western Digital Black. Windows Home Server version 1 had a really nice feature called Drive Extender, so I could actually have all of my hard drives pooled collectively, and Windows Home Server would take care of all of the RAID-like functionality, so all of the duplication across the drives and error handling and all that other stuff. So that was actually a really neat, neat way to have all my stuff stored. Windows Home Server 2011, for whatever reason, got rid of that feature, and to me, I never understood that, because that was really the main reason why I got version 1. Now, Home Server 2012, or excuse me, Server 2012 Essentials has a very similar feature called drive pooling, or shared storage or something like that, that actually does pretty much the same thing. So I don't have to worry about getting matched drives and a RAID controller. I actually can just rely on the software again to do that RAID-like functionality for me. So I can actually keep all this hardware and not have to worry about buying anything new. This is a Rosewell RSV R4000 server chassis. It's a 4U rack mountable case that I was using for my home server, and obviously I'm going to be reusing it for this project. I've got a little bit of work to do. I need to get everything in the case so I can get this part of the project done. Wanted to show you what the SSD looked like mounted in the kit that it came in. So of course it's screwed in from the bottom, and then these plastic sleds here are part of the case, and this just snaps in using these metal studs, and then they slide into the these guys here, these drive cages. So this is the 4 drives installed, and I've got another one here, and then that'll just slide in that way. It took a little bit, but I did get everything in. I tried to be a little neat with the cable management, so I'm using a lot more zip ties this time around, so that it's a lot neater than it was before. And I've got one SATA plug left, so I've got the 4 hard drives that I showed you before, as well as the SSD. I'm going to be plugging a DVD drive in temporarily so I can do the software install, and then when I'm done I'll just pull it out. And overall I think I did an okay job. Alright, let's do a power up test. Oh, that's a good sign. And maybe on a second. I was a little bit worried because that CPU fan was spinning up pretty quickly, but it is, or has calmed down anyways. And if I look at the BIOS, I can see that the SSD showed up, as well as the other hard drives, which is really nice. So I know I'm not the perfect YouTuber, and I'm also not the perfect tech guy anyways. When I was fumbling back here for the power switch, I actually turned the machine off after I was done doing my power up test. I discovered that there was an extra button back here that controls the LED. I never knew that. So I figured I'd let you guys in on some of the occasions of me being sort of a dope. But hey, life happens, and there you go. So now I know I can either have the light on or off depending on what I feel like. Well, that wraps up this part of the video. I've got the server put together and at least powered up, and everything seems to be working okay. Next step is going to be to install Server 2012 Essentials, as well as configuration and setting up all that stuff there, but that's another video. So definitely follow me on Twitter. You'll get updates on when new videos are posted, as well as some high quality tweets from me. Definitely like and subscribe. That's really useful. And as always, thanks for watching. See you next time.